Season 3 Reloaded is just around the corner, and with that we got a blog post giving us some information on it. And honestly, I don't care about a lot of it, but there is some things that at least have my interest. So we're gonna go through it real fast and see what it's about. We get a new raid mission, which we've never played any of them. We get a new Spec Ops mission, which again, we've never played any of them. We're getting a new multiplayer map, which means Shipment 24/7 is probably gonna be taken out again. We're getting a giant infection game mode. We're getting a face-off 3v3 game mode. Warzone and DMZ, we definitely don't care about. But then starting off here, and I'm gonna feel real stupid if he's already in the game, but starting off here, we have this guy in a ghillie suit with this deer skull mask, helmet, whatever you want to call it. And first off, this is a dope ass skin. Assuming I don't have to pay an arm and a leg to get it, this is definitely an operator skin that I would wear. But also, I'm curious because it says here that once again, like in season 2 Reloaded, we're getting a camo challenge, but it doesn't show us the camo. But I'm wondering if this has anything to do with it, because this is the first thing that it mentions, which if that is the case, judging from this, I don't think it's going to be as good as the season 2 camo. As we saw in the season 3 roadmap, we're getting the F-Tac Siege, which is really just the Tech 9. This is another fully automatic handgun that apparently gets a lot of SMG attachments and apparently isn't able to be dual wielded yet, which I don't know what that means. I feel like since this is technically a handgun, it should by default come with the akimbo attachment. And if it didn't, that would be fine. But the fact that they say yet means they're probably going to put it in at some point, which is thoroughly annoying because why not just give it to us from the beginning? But then again, I need to remind myself to not ask questions. Next up, we get the GS Magna, which is a fully automatic Desert Eagle, which unlike the Tech 9, this can be akimbo, which on one hand is kind of good because good luck hitting your shots. But on the other hand, if somebody can hit their shots, this has very high potential to be annoying as hell. And I'm just going to pray that the headshot challenges aren't going to be as annoying as I think they're going to be, because it's a fully automatic Desert Eagle. And then after what feels like forever, we're finally getting the throwing star or the shuriken. But even though we can hold more than the throwing knife, it takes 2 hits to kill, or 1 if you get a headshot, which to me kind of sucks. I get that they're trying to balance it out and make it different than the throwing knife, but at the same time, it's lethal. Was anyone really expecting it to be better than the throwing knife or different than the throwing knife aside from aesthetically? Because I was under the impression that it's just, oh, hey, cool, I'd rather have a shuriken than a throwing knife. But apparently it's different, and apparently it's potentially worse. Although I guess to give it credit, it does inflict a wounding effect on all non-lethal impacts, which means pretty much anything aside from a headshot. So I guess there's that. We did see these in Warzone, or at least Oshka Island, but I barely played Warzone, so I couldn't really tell you. And then in terms of bundles, starting off, we get the Kevin Durant Tracer Pack bundle, which just kind of leaked, I think, yesterday, which I don't really care for it. I guess if you like basketball or Kevin Durant or whatever, this might be the bundle for you. But next we get the Throwback Audio Pack, which apparently gives you blueprints that have old sounds, gun sounds, I guess, which, I mean, could be cool. Again, this is another bundle that I couldn't care less about, and this is easily the coolest bundle that we've seen in MW2. This is going along with the 7 Deadly Sins bundles. We've seen like Sloth and Greed and Envy, but this one's obviously Wrath, and this is just the coolest shit I've ever seen in my life. It's like the old school samurai Shogun armor, but it's modernized with like the tactical gear. You got the metal Oni skull as like the mask, and it doesn't say which LMG we get, but we get the blueprint for the LMG, as well as, you know, the charm and sticker and emblem. We're getting some more CDL packs. We're getting a CDL Champs Tracer pack, which this is, I appreciate the crown. I hate that it's the Fortnite skin. They definitely know how to make money because every sweat in the game is going to be rocking this. So if you see one of these in game, chances are they haven't showered in like 3 weeks, or they're absolute trash and just think they're good. And then we get the Rat Pack. I don't know what WSOW stands for, but, and I don't really have much to say about this, but at least to some degree, they're self-aware of most of their fan base. But what I think is more annoying than that is that this bundle comes with an hour of double weapon XP, which I'm not going to buy this pack just for an hour of double weapon XP. I'd rather just grind it out normally than run around looking like this. But it's annoying that it doesn't come with like the Wrath bundle, because that's at least a good looking bundle, which, speaking of, just for the record, I don't even care if this is one of them 30,000 COD point bundles. I'm 100% buying this.